Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm running late. Thank you. You too. It seemed like everybody had the same idea tonight to go go over to Joffrey's, get a cold brew or whatever it is that you wanted to get. It's that what I call that late night run. You know how it is. You had dinner and then you're starting to feel a little snacky. So it's like snack time. But I haven't had a chance to like eat dinner yet. So I need some kind of semblance of calories in my stomach. As a matter of fact, hang on. I am going to put you guys on a be right back real quick. There we go. Okay. Because I can't hold my phone and put Splenda. Yes, I know Splenda is bad for me, but I I don't like sweet and low. I hate stevia. Stevia has an aftertaste to it. It's just so nasty. Let me get the top on. There we go. Uh, okay, top is on. I'm back. I'm back. So I think we're gonna go over to what's that place called? I need to like set up my gimbal. So I think I'm gonna go on over here into the Starlight Cafe. Maybe Sunny Eclipse is playing. We'll go check on Sunny Eclipse. So it's so good to see all of you, 17 of you guys in here in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, welcome. I'm Reina Creole. Mm. And this is the Stroll and Chill live stream. And what I do is I go through the Disney parks, of course, a park in the evening, and we just have a nice evening stroll because as a former theme park commando, I'm so used to going go when I would visit. But now that I live here, it's kind of like, let me take my time and experience the park in a way that I haven't been able to in the past. So it is a very lovely night. The humidity has definitely dropped, so I shouldn't have to wipe the lens of my camera a whole lot, a whole heck of a lot. So probably about 75. I already had the rains and everything going on. So the plan for tonight, once I say hey to everyone and assemble the gimbal, let's see, the parade, no, not the parade, excuse me, fireworks are 8:30. So we're definitely going to check out the Carousel of Progress because remember, I was supposed to go on the Carousel of Progress and they closed it an hour before the park closed. I mean, it was like, what the hell? So we're definitely doing that. And of course, going on Main Street, gonna go on Main Street. We're gonna check out all of the pumpkins and stuff. Oh, there's some nice lighting in here. I'm like, ooh, it's reading. I like that. That is gonna be the plan for the evening. And as your girl did not have dinner, we'll probably end this stream over at the Contemporary. So I guess either the Contemporary or You know what? No, I think it's going to be over at the Grand Floridian, and here's why. With respect to the Grand Floridian, because usually every year, if they didn't cheap out, they usually will have Halloween decorations over at the Grand Floridian, and they usually have these gorgeous flower arrangements that are Halloween themed. So yeah, I think we're gonna crash the Grand Floridian for sure. Because if they didn't do it this year, shame on them. It's not last year, but maybe 2 years ago, they did like a haunted mansion chocolate, like the hearse. They did it all in chocolate, like black, dark chocolate. It was so flippin' awesome. So flippin' awesome. So let's see. Let's see who we got here in the chat. Say, okay. I know you guys are like, what the heck are you doing? Here, let me flip the camera real quick. I'll let you guys check out the patio here. It's really nice. So we're here in the patio out here. Yeah, I got it. Yes. There we go. Okay. At the patio here at the Starlight Cafe. Starlight Cafe, of course, is quick service. I usually do not eat on the patio in the summer out here because it's too freaking hot. I mean, they have fans and everything, but it's still too hot. So it's like, no. Not my favorite place to go in the summer. However, when the temperature drops, it is absolutely perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to pop you guys up on my gimbal. It's been an absolutely like super crazy day today. So thank you guys for obliging me here. Okay, there we go. So let's put this camera back in front of my face real quick. Okay, let's see who we got. Who you got? 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 Let's see. Hey, Erica, I see you. I actually managed to go through a store today and not get new decorations. Hope you're doing well, dear. Still Leg of History has been a member for 28 months. Wow. Mm. It says, thanks for all the kindness and support. I'm slowly getting better and better. I'm close to needing a new fake leg. It's getting loose. Well, my privilege, you know, to support you. And dude, your progress has just been absolutely amazing. To support so many channels. And while I may not always get a chance to respond on Twitter, trust me, I see it. I'm just like, yes, the leg is just killing it out there. Let's see, we've got. I'm so sorry. Okay, I see Dylan. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? Good to see you. Kimberly and Hart, I see you. Sunset Harbor Entertainment, love the headband. Oh yeah, my this one. Yeah, I'm very particular about my mini ears. This one is one of my favorites. The artwork on it with the Fab Five, like Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Goofy and Daisy. It just looks like old school 90s art. And I love this color blue, like Tiffany-ish blue. And it's got a puffy bow. They didn't cheap out on the bow. It's nice and puffy and sequins and just fun. It's just absolutely fun. So this is one of my favorites. I'm redoing my studio a little bit. So I'm trying to get some shadow boxes to put the ears in. They'll either be shadow boxes or something else. So I can show off my ears. Maybe you'll get the carousel this time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to run over there as soon as I finish this. I was not happy. Not happy. They shut it down right when we were about to go. Hey, Rhonda H. Good evening. Good evening. Santa crew enjoy every single moment. I definitely am. I had a not so great day today, but it's like I'm here. I'm with you guys. I'm at Disney World. Literally, the fact that I could just say, yeah, I'm going to Disney World tonight. I could not imagine myself doing that a couple of years ago. So much thanks to all you guys. In and out on screen multitasking tonight. No worries, my dear. No worries. Let's see. We have Jeremy Heath who says hello, hello, hello. Good to see ya. Literally scratched the train still here. Hey, Chef Nation says good evening, beautiful people. I thought about you when I was in Target and I saw all the pet costumes. I don't know if I can get one on Professor X. I want to. Yeah, it is a beautiful evening. It rained earlier, got that all over with, and now it's just nice, lower temps somewhat. It's probably about 80 degrees, which I know that sounds weird, but in Florida, 80 degrees with very low humidity. It's okay. A nice breeze. They do have a lot of fans out here. They do have them, but when it's super hot and humid, these fans don't do a damn thing. Mm, sweet potato pie. Oh, I can't wait to make. I can't wait to make my sweet potato pie. I make sweet potato pie and sweet potato pie, sweet potato cheesecake, and sweet potato canola. Yeah, I love the resort seasoning decor. I do too. And I love how the Grand Floridian just, just does it. It's like going to grandma's house. Wow, I like it. Michelle. Hello, hello, hello. There's Tom F says, hey, all stopping in to say hi. Alan Copeland, I see you there too as well. Trying to do both streams. We're hard. Yeah, I know. If you guys are watching pro stream, tell them I said happy 100K. I couldn't leave this one, so. So proud to be a part of that crew over there. They've been so good to me. Oh no, I'm sorry. You've been sick with a bad cold. Oh no. No. Get better. Yes, hit the thumbs up like it owes you money. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. TV, one of my amazing mods, all the way over there in Germany there. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Taylor. Oh, no worries. No worries. I know how it goes with classes and stuff like that. I'm glad to see you. I hope you are doing well. All right. So let's see. It's 7:53. I'm trying to finish this. So tell you what. Let's go walk a little bit. Right now, Main Street USA is a cluster because the fireworks are at 8:30. So I tell you what, let's walk on over towards Frontierland. By the time I get done, by culture, we might be at the Haunted Mansion, but we'll just take a flag there, enjoy. And as always, if you guys have questions about anything that you see when I'm walking around the parks, please do let me know. And I am more than happy to answer the questions for you. Let's see. I'm coming over to feast with you. Those sweet potato cannolis, oh my God. They are a process because I have to get the cannoli shells, and then I have to get the Ghirardelli white chocolate, and I have to melt the white chocolate, then dip the cannoli shells, let the chocolate cool on the cannoli shells, and then I have to put in the ricotta. Um, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the other really sweet Italian cream cheese, mascarpone cheese, and the roasted sweet potato, and have that put the filling in. And then once you put the filling in, then I have like um, some that have mini chocolate chips, and some that have candied pecans on the assortment. It is a labor of love, but I love having them. Let's see. Dylan says, let's see, is that some kind of one of those personal climate controls that you have on, or is it just headphones? No, it is a neck fan, and it is one of the best investments that you can make. Get the best neck fan you possibly can. Because I saw people walking around with them, and I'm like, do those things really work? Do they work? Yes, they do. It's the difference between sweat pouring down your face and, you just have little dots of sweat. It is, get the best when you can. Seriously. I think they range in price. I know on Amazon from like $19 all the way up to like 100 and something. But if you pay like 25 bucks for one, that's more than enough. Because all you want a nice power supply. You want one that will run for at least, I want to say, you want one that's going to run for at least 6 hours on one battery charge. And Amazon has plenty. So if there's anything you want to put on your Black Friday list, you definitely want to put that on there. Definitely get one of those. I'll check the chat a little bit as soon as I get done this. The best ride ever. You have to spin the wheel really hard. That's what I do. And the dormouse. So unlike at Disneyland, Disney World, our teacup ride is covered because we get rain. So I used to run to get like the pink teacup because that was my favorite teacup. And it took me until I was a teenager that I realized the dormouse was drunk. Here we go. Start turning, start turning, start turning. See, they got it all the way back there. Head start. That's what I'm talking about. Alice in Wonderland is still one of the best Disney animated films to watch. And it's actually one of the most popular group cosplays at Disney World for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. You'll see Alice, the Mad Hatter, Tweedledee, Tweedledum. That cosplay never goes out of style. Me and my college friends would get on this attraction for spring break and we were stumbling off. It's not really that ride used to go longer than that. Okay. Go here through Fantasyland. Let's see, over there, of course, is Winnie the Pooh. That's where Mr. Toad's Wild Ride used to be. Y'all know I'm still pissed about that. And over here is, wow, that's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That attraction is not worth waiting like 90 minutes, 2 hours for. It is literally the Crazy Mouse. It's not the Crazy Mouse, but, and Culture and I have talked about this, the storytelling, there's a bunch that's missing. So by the time you get to the end, you're kind of like, what? But let's see. It's dark here. Let's see how long a wait it is. Looks nice and creepy, doesn't it? Let's see. 40-minute wait, which means it's probably more like a 30-minute wait. Still too long. But that's definitely a lower wait time. So capacity wise, I mean, we're kind of in a time of year where it's not really as crowded. It will start to get crowded, I want to say, like 2 weeks before Halloween. It is insane. It used to be that Christmas was like the super huge tourist influx, but no. Yeah, we get it for Thanksgiving, but those 2 weeks, like Halloween, you can hardly get any hotel in Orlando. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, not boarding. Huh. We should go check that out. Hey, Terry Rose, good seeing ya. This is great thing to watch. This is a great streamer to watch, not full of herself 100%. Oh, thank you, Terry Rose. You're so kind. I love having fun with you guys. Walking through here in the parks, telling you all the stuff I did wrong. I mean, hey, last stream, I think I meant to get on the resort monorail and accidentally got on the transportation and tickets monorail. But we ended up where we were supposed to end up. So, a happy accident, let's say. See, there's the carousel right there. And I'm forgetting my Disney lore. I forget if it was Philadelphia or New Jersey where they found this old school carousel. This is why I can't wait for the Celestial carousel over at Epic Universe. Oh my gosh. Hey, Snorted Pippers. Yeah. It says hello, humans and other critters. There's Philhar Magic. That's the Pinocchio Village House restaurant over there. It's so cool in there. I can ding Disney about a lot of things, but I love going in places that still have that old school Imagineering flavor. I mean, you walk in there and it looks like it's just this little, this little Italian village with scenes from the film and everything they have in there. And the pizza is actually really good. Pizza in general at Walt Disney World sucks. It really does. But they have better ovens in there. Oh, so nice. The teacup ride, that is super classic Disney. Oh, yeah. Let's see. 30 minutes for Peter Pan's flight, which means it's probably 15 to 20. Small World doesn't really count. It says 10, but it's probably more like 5. And yeah, we didn't get a Rapunzel land. We got a Rapunzel bathroom over here. Goof Bar 35 says the teacup ride, which was one of those rides that should be replicated forever. Yeah. I tell you, the teacup ride, I have such amazing memories of that. Hello, Brat 777. How are you, my dear? How you doing? Good to see you. Big hugs back. 9SLX says Lorena's favorite ride is Goofy's Barnstormer. I have been on Barnstormer. That is fun. Universal's version, probably by the same Imagineers, is Flight of the Hippogriff over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It's kind of like the same vibe. It's so much fun. All right, let's see. Let's go see what's going on with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, because let's see. Let's see if it's a 13-minute wait time. Let's see. It says, what does it say? What does it say? It says 25, but I bet you it's only 10. Bet you it's only 10. And there's the Liberty Bell. I still think that should be a haunted paddle boat. There's just there is just something about the South and haunted houses. They go together so well. Let's see. When I visited Savannah, my first visit to Savannah, Georgia, I find out that that's like supposedly the most haunted city in America. And this person was out doing graveyard tours. He had a hearse, but had it customized so people could stand in the back of it as he took people around. I wish I would have taken a picture. It was the coolest freaking thing. What has the worst storytelling, Tiana's Bayou Adventure or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? Dang. Wow. The fact that I can't really give you an answer right off the bat, that's pretty bad. Um, Jeez, they're both bad. How thunder? But at least, at least with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you can reminisce about the original Seven Dwarfs story. The original characters are there. Tiana's Bayou Broccoli Adventure. I mean, all of the Burr Rabbit characters are gone. So you don't even have that, you know? I'm a boomer, got a set reminder. No worries, my dear. It happens. Hey, VR guys. How you doing? Good seeing you, my dear. You know, we might watch the fireworks from over this side, actually, now that I think about it. Because over by the castle and the mosh pit, that is a crush of freaking humanity. I miss the evening parades. That's why I'm so glad that they're supposed to be having a evening parade in 2025 because they need it. They really do. It's just something about the parade at night. Lorena, you might be channeling Jim Cantone during your Thursday stream. If we only get, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm keeping my eye out for what's going on Thursday with the weather because Halloween Horror Nights is not fun when it is just rain, 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 rain. But that's why I'm glad I have a multi-night pass. I wish Disney had like a pass for their Halloween parties. That'd be awesome. But they don't want to do that. They do not want to do that. Kristen Marconi, hello. Hello, my dear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Here's the Pecos Bills. I just want to walk you guys through Pecos Bills really quick. If they're not trying to, are they closing up? They are. Anyway, Pecos Bills is one of my favorite restaurants. Um, when I was a kid, I'll walk you guys through. In my family, because we couldn't afford to sit down, we would go to like Casey's and we would go here to like in the Pecos Bills, which is really cool. Because remember back in the day, remember back in the day they had the burger bar? You guys remember that? And it was a little thing, but it's like, okay, you get a burger and put like all the fixings that you wanted on it. They don't do that anymore, unfortunately. But the food's still good. They added a couple more things. They added a rice bowl, barbecue cheddar seasoned fries. Ooh. Steamed tamale. I don't like tamales. No, I don't like tamales. I like pasteles. Tamales. That's a Southwest thing. But yeah, still, it's still a good value to eat here. And not only that, but if you want a nice covered place to dine, and the seats are padded, so you come over here, there's lots of places to sit, lots of areas to sit. Like I said, padded seats like that. And if it's ever raining in Tomorrowland, this is a great place to go. And like, look at all of like the architecture and everything. Remember when like Disney restaurants had like that certain flavor? Yeah, girl, me too. Rapunzel's hair dropped. Amanda Pizzolato. How you doing? Says, how is everyone doing? Everyone's doing great. My stomach is in knots because it smells smooth right now and it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Yes. So this is actually my favorite area to sit in Pecos Bills. Go over here. There's more seating all over the place. It's great, but I like the theming in here with like the lights and the fountain and all of that. So yeah. Jeremy Heath, mile long toppings bar. Yes, I remember it. And hey, Rob says, I'm digging the nightly walk. Thanks. Well, you are welcome. Some more seating up over that way. There's so much seating over here. That's what I like. Seating and the theming. Let's see. This is the Golden Oak. That's where you can get the faux beignets. I call them the faux beignets because they look burnt. There's no way those are true beignets. I can understand adding a rice bowl. It's cheap and you can add stuff to it. Yeah, it's very easy to get your money's worth at Pecos Bills. That's still one of the few places that you can. Columbia Harbor House is good too. Okay, here's Tiana Broccoli Mountain. What do we call it? Broccoli Mountain Busted Boat Ride Adventure. Apparently, Disneyland is putting theirs together. I think they're supposed to do preview soon. I think they're pretty close with their construction. Yes, Amanda, they are faux beignets. I'm like, I don't know why they make pretty good beignets over at Port Orleans Resort, especially at the French Quarter. I'm like, how come y'all couldn't get those over here? Faux beignets. Looking dead. Yeah, it is. It is. It's not real crowded. It's that time of year. The kids are in school and crowds are pretty low. And like I said, they'll tick back up about 2 weeks or so before Halloween. They'll do that. Hey Tom, how you doing? Says, why is Disney slower moving vegetables and not having any sugar-free options? Really? I haven't really paid attention to sugar-free options. I think I've seen them in one place or the other. That's an interesting point. Lester's possum. I think Lester would have had more water. Yeah, it is. It is a fail of epic proportions. Now, here's the other thing. It's like the ride's closed, but they're still running logs. And the at park closes at 10, I believe. Got 2 more hours at the park's open pretty much. And this isn't, yeah, well, you guys know how I feel about that. That makes me sad. I love beignets. Girl, I do too. When I first had beignets in New Orleans, they were absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh. And I had them at Cafe Du Monde, like the place for beignets. I had my beignets, my hickory coffee. That's why they call it Cafe Do Nothing. You just get your coffee and your beignets and you just sit, just people watch. I love beignets when they're done right. They are so good. Universal does beignets good too. They're a little heavy-handed with the powdered sugar, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. They just make the mistake of making that jambalaya with black-eyed peas, and that's just nasty. Turn it into your imagination. They will never fix that right. I don't know. The Imagination Pavilion, they just keep messing with it. It's like, yeah, this just sits here and drops logs. Lester, what's your favorite possum? That will never not be funny. Lester's possum part. They can't say ladies and gentlemen. So 10 minutes, we are going to watch it actually. Go down. We're going to go down to one of my favorite places. I think I've watched the fireworks over here with you guys before. We'll go down to that spot. We got time. So here's the co-op. Oh, wait a minute. I got to show y'all something. Chef Nation, if this place is open, you got to promise to put away any sharp objects. You have to promise. Oh, wow. Is the gift shop closed? Yeah, the gift shop must be closed. That's a darn shame. Even the gift shop is closed. Okay, so I'm going to tell you over there where I'm pointing, and you know what? Let me get closer. A little closer. Okay, so you guys know the story about the potato salad at Disney Studios, where it was not like potato salad, it was like cut up potatoes in a salad. Okay, so over there, they have quote unquote seasonings from Dookie Chase's restaurant, Leah Chase. I don't ever remember Miss Leah selling her spices. So literally, they have got gumbo spice. Yes, they are selling gumbo spice now. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Gumbo spice is basically Tony Chachere's, or Tony Chachere's has a lot of salt in it. Basically, slap your mama Cajun or Cajun seasoning. Yes, Cajun seasoning. If it doesn't have herbs in it, it's Cajun. Once you put herbs and stuff in it, it becomes Creole seasoning. But either way, yes, they're selling gumbo seasoning. That's like selling instant grits. And it's just like, why would anybody buy seasonings when you can just go to Publix and get it? You know? Oh, hell no. Yes, girl. They did. They did. They are selling gumbo seasoning. Like, all you have to do is put this seasoning in your food and poof, it's gumbo. Like, no, that's not how that works. That's not how you make gumbo. That's not how it works. I feel bad for the Chase family, especially Leah Chase, because I would watch her videos, not videos, but she got interviewed on PBS, I believe, and I would watch her talk about cooking and all the famous people that had gone there and how she made a special gumbo for Holy Thursday during Mardi Gras week, not Mardi Gras week, during Easter week. She called it gumbo zerb, and it was green because she had like all these different herbs that she put in, like fresh herbs and stuff. And she would talk about the origins of her food and the difference between Creole and Cajun. Like she said, the difference between Creole and Cajun. Well, I'm going to answer that in a minute, Dylan. flip this on me. I got like 5 minutes. Okay, so let me show you. So Miss Chase, she said that there's a difference between Creole and Cajun food. Okay. Cajun food is very, very country. Like, I'm going to get this rooster and I'm going to pluck it and I'm going to cook it and whatever I caught today and, garlic and spices, no tomatoes. There's no tomatoes in Cajun cooking. Okay. That's like giving garlic to a vampire. No cake, no tomatoes in Cajun cooking. There is no mise en place. It's a lot of just do it at the last minute, put stuff together, work with what you have and what you caught. That's Cajun cooking. Creole cooking, very much like French cooking, intricate steps. You just got a lot of local ingredients. We'll use tomatoes, multi-step processes. That's why gumbo is Creole. Jambalaya is Cajun, but gumbo is Creole. It takes a couple hours to make some good gumbo. So that is the difference, and that's what this Chase told me. I'm like, if you've ever seen, if you've ever seen The Water Boy, and they went to his house and his mom was cooking, and it seems like one time she was dressing a deer, another time for dinner she had like a snake with an apple in its mouth. I mean, it's stuff like that. She had like garlic and all that stuff in her kitchen. Yeah, that's Cajun cooking. So Dylan says, what exactly is gumbo spice? Okay, so gumbo spice is basically Cajun spice, what you start out with, which I have to post. I have to give you guys a recipe for that. So with Cajun spice, you've got essentially three peppers. You've got white pepper, you've got black pepper, and you have cayenne pepper. You can skip out on the white pepper, but you can't with the black and the cayenne pepper. You have onion powder, you have garlic powder. Um, you also have smoked paprika. It has to be smoked paprika. That's the Spanish shit. You got to have that. So when you have all of those peppers, ground pepper, smoked paprika, the onion and the garlic, and salt, that's your basic uh, seasoning for gumbo. But then when you make fresh gumbo, of course, you have to have the andouille sausage, you have to have Trinity, you have to have the bay leaf, but all gumbo starts out with Cajun seasoning or Creole seasoning. By the time you put in like rosemary, basil, and thyme in it. Some of this stuff, it's like, wow, I have to explain it because I'm so used to not having to do it. I'm like, yeah, I hadn't thought about that before. Totally not weird question. If I shake that gumbo spice in random soup, would that make it gumbo? LOL. No, no. Gumbo is actually a soup. It's a soup consistency. Gumbo would vary from day to day because it's based on what seafood was caught. So while the fishermen are out and everything, you make the gumbo base, like you make the roux, which is, it takes about at least a good 45 minutes. That's like with your fat and flour. Hour for like Creole style. No, 45 minutes for Creole style, but an hour for Cajun style. So you have your roux. Then you have to make your shellfish stock, not fish, shellfish. So that's when you're making your stock where you have, onion, garlic, celery. You're going to put in shrimp shells, crab shells, lobster shells, oyster shells, mussel shells. It has to be shells. And then you get one fish, gutted and throw the fish bones and the fish head in there. But it is a shellfish stock. Shellfish stock looks different and it smells different. And you need those two things before you put it in gumbo. And then the basis for the gumbo, you've got like your chicken and you've got your andouille sausage. And then whatever the fishermen brought back, crab, oysters, shrimp, my favorite. I love shrimp and crab. And it puts on there. My ancestors are rolling right now. I know. Girl, that's like when I went to a Spanish restaurant and I saw a sangria mix. I said, that's like instant grits. You can't just make sangria from a powder packet like Kool-Aid. That just don't work. That just does not work. I thought it was spicy in seafood. Okay, here we go. Enjoy the show, folks. That's what it is. That's pretty cool. Okay, folks, that was a happily ever after fireworks. One day I'll have to stake out a spot so we can see up close Tinkerbell flying from the castle top. So uh, gotta love Fox to rethink the whole thing. Yeah, because Sif Todd can tie that up in a lot of red tape. Greedy Creek, not Dawson's. More like Greedy Creek. I think uh Andrew Andrew Esquire, he made a comic called Seedy Creek. And it had, Steamboat Willie. God, that was so darn funny. Okay, I'm thinking everybody else had the same idea. Let's all go to the haunted mansion, y'all. We going. And I think it says 13. Let's see. Does it say 13? Nah, it says 15. Dang it. I wanted to say 13 minutes. Here we go. We'll see. 15 minutes standby. Those folks over there bought the lightning lane. I refuse to do that. Supposedly, and this is just a rumor, that supposedly they're going to come out with a Lightning Express pass like Universal has. We'll see if that happens, but still, either way, just on general principle, I refuse to do it. Just get up early. Get up early. Disney posts all of their opening times. Transportation is usually running an hour and a half before the park opens. That's a standard. So Magic Kingdom opens at 9. The parking plaza and transportation starts running at 7:30. Natalie Hopkins. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see ya. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We are, this is starting to become tradition for the most part. Yes, I have it. It's the only time I've been inspired to donate to a comic. Yeah, I love CD Creek. I was laughing so hard. Hey, Anonymous. Says hello and hail to you, Reina Creole. Well, hail to you, Anonymous. Let's see. I should have kept the fast cast. Yes. Yes, they should have. But it's like they got greedy and it's the monster that they created. And it's like they have to keep feeding the monster because it's just changed the dynamic of the park so much. I'm trying, y'all, but not doing as well. I'm so sorry to hear that, Jacqueline. Let's hope you're doing better soon. Definitely do better soon. Stayed at the yacht club last week. It was pretty good. Yeah, the yacht club and the beach club. I like crashing that complex. You have the two hotels together and they're connected, especially during the holidays, during Christmas. And they have like the two gingerbread houses. You can go from one to the other. I do like the yacht and beach club. Yacht club is a bit more posh with their offerings. And they have the best steakhouse next to Shula's, which would be the Yachtsman Steakhouse. It is worth every freaking penny. Truly is. So honestly, if you want steak, go to Shula's. But if you don't want to go to Shula's, go to the Yachtsman Steakhouse. It is amazing. Moon Main said, did you ever work at Disney World, Lorena? Not officially. Um, when I was in grad school and I was a research assistant and I helped with some minority programs, um, Disney would invite us into their parks for certain seminars and to observe certain things and stuff like that. And in graduate school, since I was in industrial engineering, I had to do time and motion studies, which is basically I sat down and watched how people interacted in the park, where they went, how long it took them to get through a line, how they moved around. And then I had to take that data and create computer models from. So it didn't work officially for Disney, but I've spent a lot of time in the parks as a graduate student. It was a very interesting time. Let's see. When did you leave PA? I left PA in 2021. Yeah. With the pandemic and stuff that was going on in Pennsylvania, I was just like, no, I got to get out. And so did a lot of other people. It was like a mass exodus out of the Northeast. So I was in that group of people known as pandemic refugees, and we landed here in Florida. And I do not miss this. I miss fall, but I don't miss it. That's awesome. Yeah, it was interesting. And I think this was right. I think it was not too long after they instituted Fast Pass. But it's like now, if you ever watched the Defunct Land video, and I have to get back to that EFAP series where they talk about, you know, just how Fast Pass was invented. Um, then of course you had the next gen project, which is the bane of their existence. That's where IT really went off the rails and with this next gen project. And systems that didn't talk to each other and outsource stuff. And, it's like the more people they tried to put through or artificially push towards, because that's what happens. They call it artificial scarcity in economic terms. So instead of saying, hey, just here's a fast pass, go for it. No, you can only pick two from this list and three from this list and the rest from this list, and reducing or changing how much of each one that you have, then that causes all kinds of problems. All kinds of problems. It doesn't go the way that they thought that that it would. And Defunctland did a very, very good job with that. So they need to go back to the regular fast pass system, but it won't happen. It won't happen because they get too much data. And these days, data equals, that's why the reservation system is not going away. It's not going away, at least not for pass holders anyway, because there is a data seed that they have that they can use to put into their models to predict what's going to. So, yeah. It's not about improving the guest experience. That's the quiet that's the out loud part. They're doing it to manage their experience to their advantage. It's exactly what it is. It really is a bond billing kind of plot, actually. I love that defunct land video. It makes my nerd brain so happy. I even got a Shake Land t-shirt with the geometry on it. I saw it. I love that. I must have watched that like 4 or 5 times because part of it, was my life. So queuing theory, clearing up bottlenecks, how you get people through the system, how people, artificial inflation, where attractions are placed, how much time people spend in attractions. The fact that Shakeland was Animal Kingdom, I'm like, dang, really? But when you watch that, they're like, they have to keep feeding the monster that they created, you know. My most hated thing is everything has to be done in the app. Yes, because they're lazy. And they would rather you bring your tech than them have to spend on their technology. So case in point, you remember the magic bands? I used to collect those. You would get one if you wanted to on every trip. And it was that technology. They got rid of that because we're like, why are we paying for these magic bands? We can just put an app on the phone and you pay for the technology. Think about it. You have the phone, your sunken cost already. You pay for the cellular or the Wi-Fi. You pay for all of that. The only thing Disney has to do is push a code update every now and then. But you are part of the architecture that Disney does not have to pay for. This is the kind of stuff I tell C-level IT people where I have to break it down. Are the bands still in use? That is a very good question. I don't, the OG ones probably still on. But now they have Magic Band. Yeah, the Magic Bands still work. And they have Magic Band Plus, which is useless. I had one just because it had the orange bird on it, and I have no idea where it is now. It hardly works. When it did work, it was great. But not only did it not work, okay, you know how with most powered phones and peripherals now, it's like USB, right? So you have USB-A, USB-C. With the Magic Band, Disney did not go with a power supply of USB-A or USB-C. No, there's a custom charger that you have to buy. So literally, when mine died, I'm just like, no, I'm not buying another charger. It's ridiculous. Okay, they go back. Part of the Disney parks experience was just going to get away and relax and having to plan everything out beforehand and during. Yeah, see, the theme park commando thing, the reason that was so funny was because there was a time when you didn't really have to do that, but some of us who were obsessed with the Disney experience, we did that. But we were weird. It's to the point where commandos like me were just like, this is for
Still all that dead space, Lefty and right.
this is that. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's see. Let's see. We have to see Madame Leota. We see if she opens her eyes. Dang on it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I know she will. I know she will. There she goes. And she looks around. See? Did I tell you for years my family thought I was crazy?
She was.
I'm like, I'm not crazy. I said she opens her eyes up.
That talks. Are you for real?
And remember when we were here for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween
Mom said
party?
she was moving her face. I think Mom's joke.
And we saw Miss Carlotta and her
Oh,
sister.
don't look.
There we
Her
go.
eyes. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
You want to go hug her? Give her a spoon? Sure.
I can't get that as I don't know, some kind of tchotchke for my desk. For Madame Leota and have her eyes open up in some kind of random sequence. I would freaking love that. See, there you go. Sometimes she'll just open her eyes and close. Sometimes she'll open them and look side to side. And sometimes her head will pop out too. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. We're going in. And it is literally cooler in here.
Foolish delight.
So there's two rooms actually. Left one, right? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna switch to 5G really, really quick.
Huffington Mansion.
Yeah, but
I
Hang on.
am your host, your host.
All right.
Here where you see paintings of some of our guests
Yes,
as they
good.
appeared in their corruptible, mortal state. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
At this time, drag your bodies away from the walls and into the dead center of the room.
Your cadaverous power betrays an aura of mobility, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching, or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. It's always my way.
Yep, body's still there.
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later.
We get out.
As they say.
So for those of you who were wondering, yes, Master Gracie's body is still hanging up there. Wow. Crazy walk on. Yeah, there's safety in numbers. I used to be so scared of this attraction as like a little kid. And then as I got older, I was scared my siblings maybe clinging on to me. There's the dude that is. Yay.
Do not pull down on the safety bar, please. I will hold it for
I guess he's in the union.
you. This one
Hey, theme park.
will materialize
You and Tina.
if you remain quietly seated at all times.
Here we
Oh, yes. No flash pictures, please. We spirits are frightfully sensitive to bright lights. Our library is well stocked with priceless first editions. Only ghost poems and marble busts of the greatest ghost writers the literary world has ever known. They have all retired to the haunted mansion. Actually, we have 999 happy haunts here. But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you should decide to join us, final arrangements may be made at the end of the tour. We find life unbelievable here in this ghost retreat. Every room has wall-to-wall creaks and hotly cold burning smells. Listen.
From last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Creepy and crawlies, toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond. wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell. Serpents and spiders, hail or rats, all in spirit. The happy haunts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for a swinging wake that will be expecting me. I'll see you all. There you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.
No way, no way, no way.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home. Kindly watch your step.
You know, I think this is the first time I've been on where the ride didn't stop. You have a beautiful sunset tonight. Really? It's awesome. Let's see. This is isn't Bluebeard? That's Bluebeard. Here in life is loving wives. 7 winsome wives, some fat, some thin. 6 of them were faithful, but the seventh didn't. That's my favorite one. And also another piece of trivia. So here's the headless, not headless, but we'll say horseless ghost horse hearse. So here's the hearse with the horse here, or not horse. And during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, here's where you take the picture with the lamp, where you're like the groundskeeper. I didn't get to do it because I was too busy trying to meet Jack and Sally. I put that up as a short. I was so excited. It was worth the 80-minute wait that we did. Because I haven't seen Jack and Sally since I did Halloween time at Disneyland like years ago. So that meet and greet was so cool. Although Jack sounds a lot like Deadpool. But anyway, all the way in the back is Mr. Toad. He's in the pet cemetery when you come out of the Haunted Mansion. Look at everybody trying to get that last minute Haunted Mansion fixing. All right. Let's start to head on out. Let's head on out towards Main Street. We are going to take the resort monorail over to the Grand Floridian. All right, let's see. We'll go through this way. We go through Memento Mori. I don't think there's anything new, but I like to check. Let's see. They still have. Okay, this is fun. I haven't seen this before. This is a Haunted Mansion holiday figures. Look at this. Oogie Boogie and Ezra. You got Sally and Gus and Santa Jack and Phineas. How much are these? I'm scared to ask. Ooh, they're $50. That is quite expensive. This is the first time I've ever seen any Haunted Mansion holiday merchandise. Theme Park Casual, I know you're driving. Over at Disneyland, do they sell Haunted Mansion holiday figures with the figures in a dune buggy? And they've got like one of the hitchhiking ghosts and one of the characters from The Nightmare Before Christmas, because I have never seen these before, like ever. So for those who are wondering, yes, they are $50, $49.95. A little, not a little, quite pricey, but I haven't seen anything like them before. So if you are one of those collector people, like I am, that may be something you might want to take. Hey, Brogu, how you doing? How you doing? Ooh, look at this figure. I didn't need to see this. Look at this. Haunted Mansion Constance figurine. It's $199. It's got Constance, the wedding cake. There's the window that she hurls herself out of, and a lenticular photo in the back as you move around. Oh boy, he loses his head. So you can see his head there, just like in the attic. Very cool. He needs to stop tempting me for $299. And oh, here's the bat lamp. I'm kind of saving up for the bat lamp because I do want that. That is, let's see, I think it's 50. I think it's $50. No, it's 70. It's 70, but I would still get it. That's 70. And I hate y'all so much. Look at this. This is a diffuser. So it's the gargoyle diffuser powered by USB. I haven't seen this before. And this is $70. I'm so mad at these people right now because I want it. The frog's breath diffuser was bad enough. Now they have the haunted mansion one with the gargoyles on it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So they have that. And of course the chip bowl. This is $54.99. The chip bowls. Well, I'm telling you, if you love a haunted mansion, they're gonna kill your wallet. No joke. Hey Brogu, how you doing? Says hello, Lorena. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I certainly am because I'm hanging out here with all of you in my favorite park, which is the Magic Kingdom. It's always going to be my favorite park. It's the first Disney park I ever set foot in. And it is also the Disney park where 5 generations of my family have, uh, have been in. So even though a good percentage of them are gone, it's like coming here, it has such great memories. And I think about how, my mom her family living in middle of nowhere, Putnam County, and they would watch The Wonderful World of Disney every Sunday. And then you get the news or the rumor that Walt Disney may be building a park 2 hours from where you live. So that's our family's that's our family's Disney story. Yeah, that gargoyle diffuser. It's like, don't forget about me. Ugh, I don't know. I walked out, so I'll write it down. It's a lot cheaper. Sounds like a business expense to me. Yeah, Mama Source Rex. I'm inclined to agree with you. I'm inclined to agree. I may have to pick it up next week. I've told myself that I can't buy any more like tchotchkes and stuff until I finish fixing the background for the studio. So turns out I needed some more glitter roll. So I need to do that first. Once I do that first, then I can get the other stuff. But yeah, that haunted mansion stuff. That's coming home with me. Yep, business expense for real. See, Shaquille says I love Disney. I hear you, my dear. I hear you. There's so many things Disney doesn't do right, but there's so many things that they do right. Like Cinderella's royal table. Oh my gosh, I geeked out when I first got to dine there. It was like literally a dream come true for me. And it was on Christmas, and I got to sit table right in that window right there, that middle Gothic window where you can see the carousel. And they literally say it's the best seat in the castle. And it is worth every penny to dine in Cinderella's castle. Camera girl, what we would do every year, because she loved going, we literally would have like a mason jar and just put extra change and stuff like that in there to put towards dining at Cinderella's castle. Yeah, here it's a breeze through. At Disneyland, it's more of an inside queue, which I love. See, it's stuff like this. Look at that beautiful. Go up here a little bit. Sets of berry. Isn't it gorgeous? And that's all mosaic. You kind of walk by this stuff when you're trying to get You trying to get out of the park. You're just like, I don't have time to look at a mosaic, but yeah. So, so I've dined at Cinderella's Royal Table, I want to say, I think about 4 times. And it's always been on occasions what do I say, like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. Those are our favorite times to go. So there's Main Street. You see all the glowing Mickey pumpkins. Got there. Hey, Griffin, how you doing? Says I thought the mosaics on the other side. Now they are in the breezeway. So when you come up to the castle and you go through, the mosaics are right there on the inside. I look at Cinderella's castle and I'm blanking on the name of the castle. It's on the romantic road. Erica can probably remind me. It's on the romantic road and in the Black Forest. Is it Neuschwanstein Castle? All I know is when I saw that sucker in person, my jaw dropped. I was just like, oh my God, it's real. It's real. It's real. Sunset Harbor, it is included in the dining plan. However, because it is signature dining, you will need to use 2 credits instead of 1. At least that's how they used to do with the dining plan. So I know one year back in the day, I did the deluxe dining plan because I knew I was going to be going to a lot of character breakfasts and signature dining experiences. So you would have to use 2 dining credits again instead of 1. That's why if you're trying to decide if the dining plan is worth it to you, you got to sit down and you have to do the math. All the menus are available online. So it's very easy to budget and say, hey, perhaps the dining plan isn't such, a good deal, depending on what it is, because the quick dining plan, it's very easy to get your money's worth with that. But you have to remember with the dining plan, which first of all, you can't get a room reservation and then buy the dining plan. Dining plan has to be part of a package, which includes tickets. So with the dining plan, remember how I always say, kind of like Vegas, the house always wins. Disney isn't doing it for you, it's doing it for their advantage. So their advantage is to say, hey, you give us this amount of money up front and we'll give you a discount. That's what the dining plan is. They're holding your money. They've already got it. So if you don't use a dining credit or you're just like, ugh, I'm so full, I can't eat it, you can't cash those in. So that's the downside. So I tell people if you're going to get the dining plan, get the least expensive one, and you can always pay for extra meals a la carte. Because with the dining plan, there's also certain items they won't let you order. Yeah, I will, you know what? I will have to do like a live stream or a video about that, probably a live stream to get people's questions because I used to pimp that dining plan and work it to my advantage. I had that thing down to a science. Like literally, I would stalk. Well, when I was on the budget boards for Disney, we would stalk Disney's website religiously every day. Did they drop the new restaurants? Did they drop which restaurants were on the dining plan? Because that's how we would plan everything. So yeah, you don't want to give Disney money up front that you know you're not going to get back in some form or other. Dining at Cindy's or Bell's, tough decision. It is. It is. Be Our Guest restaurant. I did like the food there. The food was delicious. I would just say that if you're into meeting the characters, Be Our Guest is not going to be your best bet. Because one of the things about Cinderella's Royal Table is you get to meet a whole bunch of princesses and they come up to you. Bells, if you don't want that like in your face character dining, it's better. But the food is good at both places. I've had no complaints, and I've been to both. Especially getting the gray stuff at the at Thieves Castle. That's the only to do it. Yeah, it is, Kimberly. Yeah, it is a very tough decision, which is why I tell people I know it sucks, but you got to do the math. I used to have, and I still do, my spreadsheets from when I would start budgeting Disney trips, where I would literally look at the menu, average cost. Do we want to eat there? Because your family always has like this hit list, like these are our must-do restaurants, you know. But you have to crunch the numbers. It's like it's much better to crunch the numbers and suck it up and do it than you leave Disney with money on the table for Disney. So yeah, it's not fun, but there's a way to make it fun. There's a way to make it fun. I was the crazy person where I think at one time it was like how to dine on, I think it was $75 a day. I purposely inflated the number because I'm like, okay, if I inflated the number, that's just extra cash that's left over. But I had to factor in stuff like tips, because if you're going to eat out, don't be a jerk. Tip, okay? And then looking at the menus, how much stuff costs. They're going to eat that, especially with kids, because sometimes if you have a kid with a very refined palate, they're not going to want the kids menu. And if you're on the dining plan, they will they'll force you to be on the kids menu. Just wait till they get Tiana's Palace. Then it's which princess tonight, Belle, Sweetie Belle, or Tiana's. Yeah. If they're going to do Tiana's place, it's probably further on down the road as they've been doing stuff with the Pecos Bills. I think they have to get Tiana's Bayou Adventure running regularly first. That thing's going to have to go down for a refurb. I think once they get that straightened out, then maybe we'll get Tiana's place. Maybe. I tell you, I love walking around Main Street, USA during Halloween. We're going to take one walk around the circle. So over there where there's the firehouse, they have firehouse themed pumpkins. There's even one pumpkin that has like the bathroom symbols and the arrow that points to it. I love Christmas at Disney, but I was always here for Christmas more often than not. Halloween, I not until I moved here was I ever here for Halloween, and I would see pictures and I'm like, oh, I still want to go. I still want to go. Well, at least she's a park away. Hey, Terry Rose. Running regular is good. Yeah, it needs to run in a steady state. Like there was no need for it. Well, we know the real need for it to be closed 2 hours before the park closed. What sense did that make? None. They know they have problems with it. I will say it is going to go over much more smoothly at Disneyland because that's where Imagineering is. Imagineering is in Burbank. Okay, well, north of Anaheim, but Imagineering is there. They can like hash out stuff pretty quickly. And also the climate is different. LA has 2 seasons, hot and dry. And it's hot and dry, so those electronics will work a lot better than Florida, where we have a freaking monsoon during the summer and we have such high humidity. So yeah, they've got to fix the one out here. And I can see people are not impressed and they see that sucker is not working the way that it should. Tiana's will gumbo still spiked with Tabasco. I love Tabasco sauce. I do. I don't like Crystal hot sauce. Texas Pete is okay. I don't. Is it Covia hot sauce? I don't like that. I like Frank's hot sauce, but I cannot stand Crystal hot sauce. In my family, that's all they want is Crystal hot sauce. I'm like, yuck. I know it's a bit quixotic, but I still hope they're trying. Hope they bring back the icicle lights for the castle this year. Yeah, I wish they would. I have some of the most gorgeous photos of Cinderella's castle with the ice lights. I remember, where was I staying at? Didn't matter, regardless. Especially when they had the evening extra magic hours for Christmas, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're walking around, you see the beautiful ice lights, and you hear the music that's playing. It's so beautiful. There was just something about those lights. Now we got projections and whatnot. Claiming it was too expensive for the upkeep. No, it wasn't. All you had to do was get different upgraded LED lights. If they can put the icicle lights, let's put it this way, if they can put LED lights on Spaceship Earth on the Geosphere, how come they can't do the same for the dream lights on the castle? That's the question I would ask. But then again, you guys know I'm technical. I'm just like, I smell BS excuse right there. Okay. So for Halloween, they've got the Mickey topiary out here that looks like a piece of candy corn, which is kind of cute. I have that there. So we are going to go on the resort monorail. Night. Thanks, you too. So check it out. I love these. Look, little pumpkins. We were out here last Friday. We came to check out the fireworks from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I'll do a couple more streams where we'll watch the fireworks from the monorail resort because they pipe in the music and everything. So yeah, there's the pumpkins. I wish they were lit up though. It's so cute. Yeah, because someone will power wash them. Oh goodness. Ooh. Can I just tell you, and we all know, it's like y'all didn't think about operations and maintenance, so now all that money and those lights don't work. It's ridiculous. The ones in the concrete work fine. The little fiber optic lights that were embedded in the concrete back in the day, they were perfect. Okay, this is why we take the resort monorail, okay? That is the line for the express monorail. It goes, they've got ropes. That, that way, that way, that way, starts that way. That's everybody getting on the express monorail. Yep, they sure do moonbeam. I don't know why they're not lit up. Hey, Johnny Ohm. It says evening, y'all. Good evening. That is the mass of humanity that is trying to get on the express monorail to the transportation and ticket center. And this is why I take the resort monorail. It will take you a little bit longer, but honestly, um, I'm a theme park blogger, but after a while, I'm like, I don't know. That's too many people. Too many people. Also, on the monorails, if you look, this is actually good that it stopped here. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you guys. If you look at the lighting, it alternates from purple to orange for Halloween. And that just went, oh, but here's one up here. This is our resort monorail. Resort monorail has 4 stops. When you leave the Magic Kingdom, it stops at the Contemporary, the Transportation and Ticket Center, the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, and then back to Magic Kingdom. And like I was saying, you can see the spotlight, purple and orange for Halloween. And they changed the lights for occasions. So like for 4th of July, it's like red, white, and blue. It's really cool. Yeah, I miss the fiber optics too. There was just something, I know it sounds hokey, but it's true. There's something really magical about the fiber optics in the concrete. And as a kid, I would like step on the little fiber optics. It was very cool to do. But now there's no lights anymore. So we've got a good amount of people here for the resort monorail, but trust me, this it takes you a bit longer, but trust me, given a choice between that huge ass line and the resort monorail, take the resort monorail. Besides, I'm going to have an extremely late dinner over at the Grand Floridian, but I want to see if they have their Halloween decorations. I'm pretty sure they do. Hey, Jack Black, how you doing? Blackjack. Whoa, whoa, read that wrong. Says hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. What was the point of the gondola? You mean on the Skyliner? Because they cheaped out, and instead of building like a monorail route, instead they went with a skyway in hot ass Florida. No air conditioning. Okay. You can pretty much blame Bob Chapek for that. It made 0 sense. Somebody went to a ski resort and said, oh, this will be a great idea for transportation at the Walt Disney World Resort. Once again, you've got people who mistakenly think that Florida is California, and it's not. Pierre Guy says, I did the same thing as a kid, and I can't remember ever not seeing kids playing with the fiber optics as I passed by. Oh, okay, I have no idea what he said. Uh, no idea what he said. Yeah, it was the fiber optic lights and the jumping fountains. Those were like the two things that you just like you had to do as a kid at Epcot. And now Epcot is a festival pavilion. Well, at least put the Skyway in Mad in Animal Kingdom. Yeah, I can see it fitting there. We might get lucky and have it. So. Let's see. So there's two sides, either that side, whichever way the cast members want to send you. It's okay to be this close. COVID is over. I'll just sleep for you. Let's see. Epcot lost so much kinetic energy over the last few years, and it's sad. Oh, yeah. You know what else is sad? The play pavilion. It looks like something Tom forgot. There's like weeds and all kinds of stuff all over it. It just looks horrible. And yeah, and once you get past the geosphere, there's hardly anything. It's just, and I know they're redoing test track. We'll see what happens with that. But there's so much of it that's been sapped out. I miss the old Epcot like it was in the 90s. Yeah, I do too. Remember when the Food and Wine Festival, it used to be like a culinary experience, like you had like wine tastings and it wasn't like a kegger around the world. Yeah. Remember Cranium Command? That was freaking funny. Oh, with my D23 bid, I named Test Track the requel. The requel, yeah. Unless they drop a Cybertruck in that sucker, I'm not interested. Oh, it used to be sponsored by GM, and my joke always was, okay, we bailed out GM. Taxpayers bailed out GM, and GM has a pavilion at Epcot. Well, apparently now Enterprise owns it. So now Enterprise sponsors the Tron attraction and the upcoming Test Track attraction. I know Drew Disney Dude. He's doing a lot of really good videos and updates about the Test Track progress. Speaking of D23, I think there's something called Destination D23 that they have at the Magic Kingdom. So the next one they have, yeah, I'm probably going to drop in on that one. I will be the saltiest pixie dust. I'm not a pixie duster, but I will be so freaking salty. Let's see, 30 of you folks watching. Thank you so very much. Make sure you hit that like button and that you're subscribed to me. I really appreciate y'all being here. We just had some fun over at the Magic Kingdom, and now we're waiting to get on the resort monorail to head on over to the Grand Floridian, one of my favorite hotels to plan. I want to see what they have for Halloween. I'm pretty sure they do. Over that way, of course, there's Bay Lake Tower to the left. And then there's the Contemporary. Well, it's all the Contemporary Resort, but there's the Bay Lake Tower and the Contemporary Tower. So, yes, we will go and stop in the Contemporary Tower, so you guys will get to see how cool it is. So let's see. While we wait for hours.
All the way up against the silver handrails, my friends. All the way up against the silver handrails.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the spot.
All the way up
See?
against those
Like red,
handrails.
purple and orange
Perfect.
for Halloween.
All right, my friends. Stop right there. My friends, make sure we're all awesome. Everybody keep coming down, make way all the way down to the end. Fill in every available spot.
Every available spot.
Every available spot, make sure it is filled. These things open, they open this way, right?
I'm calling the forest a test track of made up from dinosaur universe of dinosaur. Yeah, they do reuse stuff like that. So that would kind of make sense.
Keep heading all the way down, my friends. Do not stop prematurely. If you see room next to you, make sure you fill in. If the person in front of you doesn't, then you fill in.
That's how I roll.
Keep moving all the way down, my friends. All the way
Remember
down.
in
As you can
what's it
go.
called? Muppets 3D Muppet Vision. But like everybody move, close together, and Rizzo's like, yeah, we're conducting experiment on deodorant spray. So, yep, here comes our monorail. Here's the other thing about the resort monorail. The resort monorail, at least it's been my observation, seems to run more frequently than the express lanes. Just my observation. Probably because they're trying to move people from resort to resort to resort. So there we go. See? We're on, what's that? Oh, Monorail Pink. With a blue spot in it? Okay. I still laugh at the time I got stuck. And the monorail stuck between stations. Yeah, I had that happen. We get stuck and stop and like hold. I remember back in the day, let me turn the camera on.
No, you can if you want. Do you want to sit down then? Thank you.
So I remember way back in the day when you could actually ride like up front. So I let Camera Girl and my nieces and nephews, they rode up front. And I asked my nephew, I said, well, what did you like about it? He said, Auntie, we hit a bird. I'm like, is that all? But it was cool. They got little monorail driver licenses. It was really cute. They had like license and they got like a little monorail pin. They don't do that anymore, but I remember that. My goodness, cast members sound like drill sergeants. Wasn't always like that. Yeah, we are on the monorail. Get it off, baby. Already. I love the Polynesian. That's like contemporary. It's convenient, so I kind of like stick there. But
I know. So we got four.
we're gonna go grab the radio tonight. Put the camera so you guys can see where that god DVC is being put. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's back that way. It's lit up. It just looks like black heat, but not black. And here we go. It's like we're going back. So remember, the express monorail goes counterclockwise. The resort monorail goes clockwise. There's a boat. One of the boats. That one goes to either goes to Fort Wilderness or to the Wilderness Lodge. There's a bus depot and all the minivans. The minivans are basically Lyft at Verge. They have good seats. Yep. So if you're staying at a hotel that is not on the monorail line, we'll take the buses over. And it's interesting. The bus stop for the cheaper the hotel is you're staying, the further the bus stop is away from the front. I did notice that. Next time we want to watch fireworks, Lift with mini paint. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I mean, they're nice. They have, there's these nice little vans. So they're convenient. So say you on Disney transportation for a fee, they will come and get you. I've never tried it because I'm just like no. So we had some friends who've done it before, and they were like, it's the perfect spot to watch fireworks. And they play the music. So and during Christmas, they put their Christmas tree is outside for the contemporary. It's gorgeous. There we are. You see outside the windows there. Those are the rooms. Of course, now they are themed after the Incredibles now. So, Incredibles rooms. But Mary Blair's mural is still there. So that's good. This is also the time of night where everybody's trying to get back to the hotel. So it's a little crowded. Hello, Amanda Lewis. I see you. And hello, David. Good to see you as well. Welcome aboard. We're on our way over to the Grand Floridian. So our first stop is here at the Contemporary. So what you see is the monorail stop. So what you see, those lights down there to the left, those are the bus pickups to go to the other Disney resort hotels. And some of the other lighting over here to the right, that's the buildings on Main Street that you can see. So we actually ended up ordering my times. Oh yeah. House. She didn't have it on top. She lives here, so go back to the house. She went with cash and the anxiety by the basement. And then so let's see. It's kind of like when they know where the secret card game. Oh, yeah, I remember that card game thing. It didn't work as well as it should have. It's my daughter tried to play it, and it was just like, nah. She wasn't impressed. Okay, now they're loading more folks. Okay, one more. No worries, David. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hey, Dylan. Yep, the contemporary. This is one I'd like to visit, not really stay. Although I did get a chance to stay in the Bay Lake Tower. That was nice. But I always thought this hotel was kind of like too sterile. I mean, I get what they were going for, but I was just kind of like, it's all right. We call it the toast. We didn't hear the spiel. Oh yeah, I've seen the videos of how they constructed it. Like each room, it's like delivered in some kind of capsule or something like that. Truly is a marvel. As a kid, I was just like, how does the monorail go to the hotel? I love seeing Mary Blair's art. There's the convention center down that way. I think when they had Destination D23, it was over there. Look, you can see the castle. You can see the castle. You can see the Astral Orbiter. And you can also see Space Mountain and Pond. Bonds on Kilburn. How you doing? How you doing? This is Reina Creole. Thanks, Your Majesty. Oh, you're too sweet. Glad you're here. So our next stop, I know it looks so. Our next stop is going to be the transportation and ticket center. So if you're trying to get the tram back to the parking lot, this is where you would get off. Also, if you're going to Epcot, this is where you transfer to go to Epcot. I think when I went to see Sheila E. last Friday, and I came over here, and the monorail for Epcot was just sitting over there, I'm like, did they shut it down? So I walk over, and they're just like, "Oh, are you going to Epcot?" And I'm like, yeah, I was the only person on the monorail to go to Epcot because they have all transportation running for at least 90 minutes after the park closed, like the latest park. That's all they'll do. So that's the Epcot monorail that's over that way. Like I said, it was so cool. I was the only person on the monorail. It's great. Which connects to the ferry Epcot and Magic Kingdom. 'Cause I know the ferry just goes to the Magic Kingdom, but yeah, you're right. Ferry back to the transportation ticket center, and then you can hop on the monorail. That's another great thing to take, especially when the express monorail Took this on myself. Anyway, so yeah, if the express monorail line is just out the door and you're in a hurry and you don't want to sit on the resort monorail, take the ferry boat. I've never seen the ferry boat shut down either. So yeah, especially the fireworks. Take the ferry. The fireworks are happening. You get over here, transportation take the center, and hop the monorail over the Oh, we had the physical card. It was white cards. Some accepted, some didn't. Yeah. Here in Florida, we know it's fall when the dead palms release. I use there are some leaves that do change color. They're very few and far between. It's like they're there, and then around December, we just notice there's like naked bushes. Okay, I think around lunch, like 12. Oh, Amanda. Hey. Maybe I just started on the. Let's see, we have two more stops. Two more stops in there. It was like something. Folks going. So, see if I go past. I love seeing so many kids. They're so tired. They're supposed to be tired. I see too many older kids in strollers. This is like no. They need to get tired out. Johnny O said, "Listen to this while on my jog. Nice change of ambiance from my local neighborhood at night." LOL. Well, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Thanks for listening in. I admire you guys who jog. I can't. I can't. I'm a sprinter. I can't shoot. It's not my thing. Sadly, I always take the monorail when I've been there. Never once took the boat. Oh, you got to take the boat. It's a different experience taking the boat. And I think I started taking the boat more when I started having a lot of monorail maintenance problems here. And then I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But especially during the fall parks, especially. It's great. All right, we're getting back to the S album. Monorail coral. I said pink. Okay, next stop. Polynesian, which is my favorite resort, even though the prices, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much they charge to stay at the Polynesian now. It used to be pricey, but dude, not anymore. Hi for Built. Hello. Says I love all the transportation, especially the boats. Yeah, the boats are so cool. It's just something I don't. But there's also something about just hopping monorail. If you want something to do that's just like so chill, just take the monorail around Seven Seas Lagoon. Take the monorail over to Epcot, especially when you need a break from the parks. Alice looks empty. Yeah, very light attendance today. It's that time of the season until Jersey week. Oh, that reminds me. I need to see when Jersey Week is because if it's Jersey Week, well, that's going to be very interesting. Jersey Week is usually extremely crowded here. I wonder how Jersey Week is going to happen this year. So here's the Polynesian. My favorite, especially around Christmas. Yes. They have the Christmas decorations and everything. I have like zero desire to stay at the DVC. Have fun. Thanks. So too. You guys have a good night. One of the things that I don't like, the contemporary, everything is inside for the most part, but the Polynesian, everything is spread out. Like there's the main house, which is here, the Great Ceremonial House, and then there's the other long houses. And then at the Grand Floridian, of course, there's the main building, and then there's the separate key buildings. But like say if you're at the beach club or the yacht club, everything is inside and they're connected. Also like the Wilderness Lodge and the Animal Kingdom Lodge. But eventually you just get really, really adept at knowing which longhouses to cut through when it's rated. But what else was I going to say? But transportation wise, there's two, I want to say two hotels that are the best centrally located. The Polynesian is one because you can either get on a monorail to the Magic Kingdom or you can just walk to the transportation and ticket center to get the monorail to Epcot. The other one is actually the Caribbean Beach Resort. Now that they've put the Skyliner is there, that's like the hub for transportation if you're going to go to Studios or if you're going to go to Epcot. And the other one that's not really talked about much is, I would say, Pop Century, an art of animation. And there's some of these cast members that do a monorail where I don't know how long their shift was, but I swear it's like I saw them at night and then saw them again in the morning. I'm like, do y'all sleep? It's crazy. Barely hear anything on Saratoga. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do where Saratoga is. So Sarah, thanks. Yeah, the only time I even pay attention to Saratoga Springs is when I'm down at Disney Springs. I want to know who's been leaning on the doors. Because they keep saying, please don't lean on the doors. Well, then again, there is one lady who I think is suing. I'm like, you didn't see the signs, listen to the announcements, and not lean on the doors. Okay, so we are actually going to go by the new DVC so you guys can see what it's like. So I forget which long house it is, but that's the DVC right there. Literally. It's like they took a Hilton and dropped it. There's some of the rooms too. Okay, we're at Grandma's house. I know. That's my nickname for the Grand Floridian. Because it just has like that old Florida construction. There's a quiet pool. I remember when you could go in the pool anytime at night. I mean, it would be swim at your own risk, but it was just something about being able to swim in the Polynesian pool at like midnight and you see the castle. Nice. Another thing about the Grand Floridian, when it comes to the resort monorail, it is the worst stop because the monorail is usually full of people. And it's like, oh man, I got to try to find a spot. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And here we go. It feels really sterile. Okay. There's Basin White. That's a bath and body place. A good place to go and wash your hands. You can do that for free. Use the scrubs and stuff like that. Great place to wash your hands. There are no Halloween decorations up in here. Wow. And I remember back in the day when they would have like a band and everything. No, not anymore. Not anymore. It smells so good. Ah, it's beautiful, but it could be just a beautiful courthouse anywhere. Yeah, the things that made the Grand Floridian is like gone. I mean, they still have the piano player, but I remember walking in and that second level, well, the level that we're on right now, would have like that big, huge band. It's freaking amazing. You walk in, you hear like all of that, like, how do you put it? Like that big band music from that era. I'm trying not to buy that light up Mickey pumpkin. I'm trying to hold out for closer to Halloween for the discounts and everything. Orange scent, it's it's like a fresh, it's like a it's like a it's like a really fresh scent. Not as orange. I want to say like cotton blossom. It's very fresh smell. Not a citrus, but like somebody Febreze the hotel. That's kind of what that's like. Yep, David, it is the Grand Floridian is pretty much empty after like 9 o'clock or so, 9:10, because the resort crashers are pretty much gone, and the only people really coming in here are those who are staying here. Or if you're like me, you're over here to get a snack. That's pretty much what you're over here to do, is to get a flippin' snack because I'm so hungry. But for Christmas, this place is still popping at like midnight because of the decorations. Like people come here, they come here for the decorations, take pictures in front of the gingerbread house. It's so busy. When I stayed here, I had to stay in my keep, the building that I was in, with our Christmas tree because you couldn't even get over here. It was so crazy. But this is great to just like crash and chill. I love resort hopping at Christmas. Girl, me too. Wait till the holidays this year. Oh man, I love it. I love it. And yes, the flowers are real. It's one thing about the Grand Floridian, all the flowers are freaking real. Maybe closer to Halloween, they'll have the Halloween flowers. Usually they have one with the hidden Mickey and fairy lights in it. It's really cool. Talent chair without the dust. Yeah, Dylan, it's called. They sanitized it. Yeah, totally did. Totally went and sanitized it. Really annoying. Well, I will still keep stalking the Grand Floridian for any Halloween decorations. Right now, it seems the only Halloween decorations they have are like the Mickey pumpkins and everything that you get, in the gift shop. It just smells good in here. Love it. Yeah, I don't like it either. Like what they did with 1900 Park there, like that was supposed to be all of like, Mary Poppins themed stuff like that. Now they got Tiana and I think Mirabelle and who else is in there now? Zero sense. All right. Over here, there's the pool. Oh, that pool. You can order food poolside and have it delivered to you poolside. That was one of the coolest things when I stayed here. I was like, wait, we can order food. You can bring it to us? Yeah. Loved, loved, loved that. So we're going to walk on over to Gasparilla Grill and Games. So I'm going to grab myself a freaking snack. Gasparilla is usually open until 11. Usually. There used to be a time when all of the quick service eateries on the monorail resorts were open 24 hours, but not no more. But that used to be really convenient. You get in really late, like 1 a.m., you could grab something to eat. So here's the marina over here. So if you ever want to catch the fireworks, well, you can catch them at the boat dock, but you can also catch them over here at Gasparilla Grill and Games. Well, they're refurbishing over there, but you can stand like right over that way and see the fireworks. And the music gets pumped in as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So sandy coast, and it's on the ground floor in sandy coast, and
Hey, let's see.
so yeah, they'll have to.
Okay, I am going to have to order. There's so many Brits that retire here. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, y'all, I see blue cupcake. I see a blue cupcake. I should not have seen that. Blueberry custard cupcake. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Halloween mummy cupcake. Okay, I may take that home with me. But anyway, I gotta order something for dinner, so let me go over here. You notice it's not that crowded. They usually open until like 10. I like to sit over there because you can actually see the castle while you sit and eat if you go over there. So let's see. Ooh, your girl is going to come right over here. Oh, probably going to order something really, really, really quick. I haven't had anything since I had lunch at 1 o'clock. It's just been an absolutely crazy day. So hopefully you guys had fun hanging out with me. I'm gonna get something to eat because I'm absolutely hungry. But again, see, the park is closed. But come over here to the resorts. Their quick service places are open until 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna grab something to eat and then go on home. So yeah, lots of room. Here's another secret. You can just come to the resorts and eat. It's much more calm. I'm like, wow, escape the parks and come over here. And he was actually a little better outside the parks as well. The Brits are like, we spend our lives where the sunshine spends most of the year cloaked in gray. Let's retire to the state of sunshine. Yes, that is a cottage industry, believe it or not. Expats moving from the UK to Florida. Oh yeah, huge, huge cottage industry. Huge cottage industry. I'm gonna have to do that on Welcome to Florida one year. Something else. What are we going to eat? I don't know if I'm going to get the flatbread or if I'm going to get the bistro burger. I might get the bistro burger. The bistro burger, I think it's like 1/3 Angus beef patty, and they pack the fixings separate, like the lettuce, the tomato, the green onion. They bring it to you separately so you can, assemble it together. It comes with fries, and it's actually really good. The flatbread is good too. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna get, those. I will only accept the Golden Girls reboot if they feature a Florida woman and a British expert. What cracks me up is when I go to Publix and there's some Brits there, and it's obvious they've been there before because they know exactly what they want, talking about what they want to get from. Hilarious. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to sign off. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I appreciate your support. All these live streams. I love going to the parks with you guys. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, of course, is the Spice Lounge. We've got some Disney news to talk about. We're going to be talking about Agatha all along. We're going to be talking about how it's official. The live action Little Mermaid lost money. We're going to be talking about the Penguin show on HBO, new DC show. Talk about some trailers that have released and just generally have a really good time on the Spice Lounge. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. I'm going to go feed my stomach. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are.